I'm wearing a black t-shirt. No, it's not. It's my skin. I am an SAS black sheep, a pariah, a traitor. You read the comments about me. They're not liking it of them. So I'm going to fight back. And they're not going to like this. I am a northerner. I'm proud of it. Geordie from Wallsend, I'm very proud of it. I am working class. I've never been out of work. I've worked, even after leaving the army. Why I left the army is what I'm going to discuss now. I was a career soldier, like another soldier, SAS, called Ben Griffin. Ben Griffin was 30 years after my time, but he had the same moral dilemma that I had. And this is what I want to discuss now. Ben Griffin was also working class and wanted to make the army his career. And like myself, wanted to be the best. So, very similar to me, he was a member of B Company, 2 Para, the same as me. Prior to that, I was 23rd Parachute Field Ambulance, Royal Army Medical Corps. He went and joined the SAS, and like me, I later joined the SAS. And not an easy thing to pass. I'll give you an example. When somebody tells me, you can't do that, it's like a red flag to the bull. I'll fucking show you I can do it. And that's my determination. If somebody says to me that, I will do it to show them wrong. So, going through Signa, I trained very well beforehand with it when I was with 2 Para. I went running every day, the berging. I did my preparation. Being a corporal in 2 Para, I was very good at map reading. I did Brecon. I got B at Brecon, highest marks in Brecon. I was good at map reading. So, the important thing to join the SAS is to be excellent at map reading. You've got to go, it's like orienteering. You've got to go and find an object 10 miles away, a tin can. And your map reading's got to be that good that you can find the tin can. I enjoyed orienteering, and I could read a map like it was a photo. So to me, that was a big advantage joining the SAS. You got to have a brain. Okay? Anybody can walk A to B. But if there's a mountain in the middle and you've got a brain, you walk around the mountain. Some SAS lads went A to B and would cross the mountain. Did they have a brain? Okay, but they might have had a brain, but they passed. But because I'm physically an average type guy, I had to use my brain and use my energy so that I wasn't getting totally exhausted. So I'd walk around the mountain a bit longer, but I got there. That's the important thing. And I found a tin can. On the second week, I had a problem. I got a chest infection and a heavy flu. This was like on a Thursday, and I had one more long march to do. So I asked the medic, who was PFA in the SAS, did he have any medicine that would help me? And he gave me penicillin V. And I didn't realize I was allergic to this penicillin, but fucking hell, it stopped me breathing. And they had to get an ambulance and take me to hospital. And I'm in the casualty department, and they give me injections and everything, adrenaline. It's very hard when you can't breathe. You're struggling. So give me adrenaline, relax my muscles, and give me stuff for my breathing. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I had to come to a decision. Do I stay in this hospital bed where they wanted me to stay, or do I get out, discharge myself from hospital, and do the last day, the Friday, the hard march and run, the red flag to the bow? I got out of bed. I told them nurses, I'm discharging myself. You can't do that, you can't do that. They go and get the doctor. I said, look, doctor, I know I've got a chest infection. I'll be all right in a few days. But I've got to do something today, and I need to leave the hospital now. And I discharged myself from hospital. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was on the parade square at Hereford. Everybody getting a name taken. And the officer come to me and said, what are you doing here? They told me you were dying. I said, nah. I'll be all right. So he says, well, you sure you want to go? I says, I'm going. And I jumped on that wagon and I did the job. I might have been last. I struggled that day. And when I passed, I got into that wagon at the end and I was unconscious virtually. And it took me 3 days to get over the flu and the chest infection. And on the Monday morning, I was ready for more. I was not going to submit and not pass the SAS. And that is the determination you need to join the SA in the first place. You've got to go through pain. You've got to get over illness and injury, because it's going to happen to you. You'll sprain an ankle, you'll pull a muscle, but to be determined to pass the SAS, you've got to overcome all these things. And I was determined, and I passed the SAS. I wasn't a medic in the SAS, although I still have my skills as a medic, still my skills as an infantry soldier from 2 Pariah. So I was better trained than most people that were in the SAS from corps and other regiments. So, as a member of the SAS, a very small unit at the time, more people were getting killed and wounded than passing the SAS course. 10% killed and wounded fighting in the Oman. So, you listen to the conversation in the bar and talking to the lads, and you, as a new lad, you just sit back and listen. And I didn't honestly like what I was hearing. Cutting off body parts, souvenirs, body parts of the enemy. What the fuck? If everybody read about the Falklands War, as a member of 2 Para who'd been kicked out of the SAS and gone back to his unit, he was put forward for a Victoria Cross for taking out Sangers all on his own. But he got killed on the last Sanger he was taken out. And the padre of the battalion came down and gave him and searched his pockets for letters and things. But in his pockets, he found ears. He'd been cutting the ears off the Argentinians as he'd been killing them. Now, I'm here in the SAS talking about cutting off body parts. I didn't like that. There's another lad bragging, and I witnessed it. A wounded enemy in the Oman. They were brave lads and attacked us. He was crying out wounded. And his SAS lads throwing hand grenades to where he could hear the cries. I didn't like it. That's not me. I know the difference between right and wrong. Then we have the colonel of the regiment. He turns up and he's stating that we're going to go to Northern Ireland. I think it was A Squadron that went first. And we're going to have a list and we're going to kill people on this list. It doesn't matter if they put their hand up for a bus. That is good enough reason to kill somebody. Hold on. My family date back hundreds of years, virtually to the Doomsday Book. First guy, Richard Mumford, 1100 something. There's a little church, a Norman church near in southern Wales near Cardiff, and there's got a plaque on the wall, Richard Mumford, 1100 something. So I got family in Scotland, I got family in Ireland, I got family in England, I got family in America, and I got family in New Zealand. My family go everywhere in the world. You want me to murder people Irish? When I was in Ireland and served 2 years in Ireland with a parachute regiment, I wanted to learn about the conflict. I mean, see, I went there and it's a fucking foreign country as far as I was concerned. What we're doing here? What's the problem? I wanted to know the facts. I'm not just a dumb fucking Labour supporter that would vote for a fucking donkey, right? So I read about the clearances and how the Irish land was taken off them by the flight of the Earls, how they got the worst land and Scottish settlers were moved in and ex-soldiers given the best land. Obviously, the locals one day retaliated and massacred them, and that was the start of the massacres. One side killing one side, one guy killing the other side, and with the Irish, I mean, say, when you study Irish history, there's been a lot of killing through the years. Nobody trusts each other. The Catholics don't trust the Protestants, and vice versa. So it's really sad when you read about their history, and a lot of it was due to the fucking Cromwell and fucking religious nuts like that. And when you talk about William of Orange and fighting the Catholics and incredible history. But majority of Irish are nice people, good people, intelligent people. Okay, I hate the IRA, and I could kill them, and they're trying to kill me, and I accept that. They want a united Ireland, and I think there's nothing wrong with a united Ireland, but you're not going to do it by the gun and the bomb. You've got to negotiate and look after each other and open the arms, and like we did in the Oman, we won the war by hearts and minds, not by fucking executing people. So I wasn't going to have any of that. And after listening to Corporal Cooper, who'd been ordered to execute somebody and how it had gone wrong, yes, there's no way I'll accept that. That's not me. The lads that got killed and wounded in the Oman, I mean, see, we were making millions and millions of pounds for firms like Taylor Woodrow's and Airworks and other British companies. The military was sending officers to train their army and everything. And all SAS soldiers got was zero. We had to do charity runs to buy paraplegic housing in Hereford. What the fuck's going on? This is not what I wanted to join. I mean, say, sacrifice me for somebody making millions of pounds. I had political reasons for not staying in the SAS and moral reasons. And I'm going to tell you some more stories in a minute. And because this is me fighting back against people that have sent nasty comments. And let me read a couple. Gary Powell. All extremists that were found were taken out. That's what eventually became peace in Northern Ireland. X-23 SAS. What a little shite. Violence brings on more violence from the other side. Can people not understand that?